Remember when music was more than just background noise? In 1975, songs weren't just hits, they were cultural earthquakes. From Olivia Newton-John's mellow vibes to David Bowie's funky exploration of fame, these tracks didn't just top charts, they shaped a generation. Ready to rediscover 10 songs that changed music forever? Number 1. Have You Never Been Mellow? As we boogie down memory lane, let's take a moment to catch our breath. In the midst of 1975's high-energy hits, one song dared to be different. Ever wonder how a ballad about slowing down became a runaway success in such a fast-paced era? Enter Olivia Newton-John, the Australian songbird who had already captured hearts with her sweet voice and girl-next-door charm. In February 1975, she released Have You Never Been Mellow, a tune that would become her second consecutive #1 single in the US. But what made this song so special? While disco was heating up dance floors and rock was amping up the energy, Newton-John's soothing melody invited listeners to pause and reflect. The lyrics posed a simple question. Have you never been mellow? Have you never tried to find a comfort from inside you? These words struck a chord with audiences living through a time of significant social change. The Vietnam War had just ended, and the world was grappling with new realities. Newton-John's gentle reminder to slow down and find inner peace resonated deeply. The song's success wasn't just about its message, though. Newton-John's vocals, paired with a lush, easy-listening arrangement, created a musical oasis. It was a perfect representation of the soft rock genre that was gaining popularity alongside the more upbeat sounds of the era. Number 2. Fame. While soft rock was carving out its niche, another musical legend was about to shake things up. What happens when two of the world's biggest stars team up to write a song about the very thing that made them famous? The result might surprise you. In July 1975, David Bowie released Fame, a funky critique of stardom that would become his first US #1 hit. But Bowie wasn't alone in crafting this chart topper. He collaborated with none other than John Lennon, creating a powerhouse partnership that would leave an indelible mark on music history. Fame wasn't just another catchy tune. It was a raw, honest exploration of the downsides of stardom, reflecting Bowie's own experiences with the challenges of being in the spotlight. The irony wasn't lost on listeners. Here was a song about the pitfalls of fame, climbing the charts and making its creators even more famous. At the time, Bowie was transitioning into a funky, soul-inspired phase, and Fame perfectly captured this shift. The groovy bass line and overall sound marked a departure from his earlier work, showcasing his versatility as an artist. And let's not forget that iconic guitar riff. It's still instantly recognizable today. Number 3. Loving You. From funk to falsetto, 1975 was a year of musical extremes. Remember when you first heard those impossibly high notes on the radio? There's a heartwarming story behind the song that had everyone talking and trying to sing along. Enter Minnie Riperton, a vocalist with a gift that seemed almost supernatural. Her song, Loving You, hit the airwaves in January 1975. And it wasn't just another love song. This track had a secret. It was originally a lullaby Riperton wrote for her daughter, who would grow up to be none other than actress Maya Rudolph. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Number 4. Thank God I'm a Country Boy. While Riperton's lullaby touched hearts, another artist was about to get toes tapping across America. What happens when a folk singer trades his acoustic guitar for a fiddle? John Denver's next hit would have even city slickers yearning for the countryside. In April 1975, John Denver released Thank God I'm a Country Boy, a song that would become a cultural phenomenon. Already a country superstar, Denver's latest track showcased his ability to connect with fans from all walks of life. The song's celebration of simple living and rural values struck a chord with listeners, regardless of their zip code. What made this tune so irresistible? For starters, it was recorded live, capturing the energy and authenticity of Denver's performance. The upbeat fiddle intro and Denver's lively delivery created an infectious atmosphere that was hard to resist. It wasn't just a song, it was a full-on musical hoedown that invited everyone to join in. Denver's lyrics painted a vivid picture of country life, from fiddle in the band to homegrown tomatoes. But you didn't need to live on a farm to appreciate the song's message. It was about finding joy in the simple things, a sentiment that resonated with people far beyond the countryside. Number 5. One of These Nights. From country roads to city nights, 1975 was a year of musical exploration. But one band was about to take listeners on an unforgettable journey. Ever wonder what sparked the Eagles' rise to rock royalty? The answer lies in a single song that blended genres and captured America's imagination. In May 1975, the Eagles released One of These Nights, a track that would become their first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. This wasn't just another rock song, it was a smooth fusion of rock and soul that showcased the band's evolving sound. The Eagles had always been known for their harmonies, but this track took things to a whole new level. What made One of These Nights so special? For starters, there's that iconic bass line that grabs you from the get-go. Then there are those harmonies. Oh, those harmonies. The Eagles had a knack for blending their voices in a way that was pure magic, and this song was no exception. But it wasn't just about the sound. The lyrics touched on themes of love, loss, and the search for something more, topics that resonated deeply with listeners. The Eagles had a way of tapping into the American experience, and One of These Nights hit the bullseye. Number 6. Shining Star. While the Eagles were soaring with their soulful rock, another group was about to light up the charts with cosmic energy. Ever wonder how a band could combine funk, soul, and inspiration into one irresistible package? Earth, Wind, and Fire had the answer, and it was about to shine bright. April 1975 saw the release of Shining Star, a song that would become Earth, Wind, and Fire's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. This wasn't just another funky tune, it was a musical pep talk from the stars themselves. The band's unique blend of soul, funk, and rock created a sound that was impossible to resist. What made Shining Star so special? For starters, there's that infectious groove that gets your feet moving before you even realize it. Then, there's the uplifting message. The song tells us, "You're a shining star no matter who you are," reminding listeners that we all have greatness within us. But it wasn't just about the lyrics. Earth, Wind, and Fire's musical prowess shone through every note. The vibrant horn section and catchy chorus worked together to create a sound that was both fresh and timeless. It was funk with a purpose, soul with a message. Number 7. Before the Next Teardrop Falls. As Earth, Wind, and Fire lit up the dance floors, another artist was tugging at heartstrings in not one, but 2 languages. How did a country crooner with Mexican roots manage to top both pop and country charts with a single song? Enter Freddie Fender, a Texas-born singer who was about to prove that music truly is the universal language. In January 1975, Fender released Before the Next Teardrop Falls, a song that would become his signature hit. What made this track so special? It wasn't just another love song. It was a beautiful blend of Mexican and American musical influences that captured the hearts of listeners across genres. Fender's unique position in the music industry allowed him to bridge the gap between country and pop fans. His soulful voice delivered a simple yet heartfelt message of comfort to anyone experiencing heartbreak. The song's bilingual nature, featuring both English and Spanish lyrics, helped it appeal to a wide audience, reflecting the cultural diversity of the time. One of the most memorable aspects of Before the Next Teardrop Falls is its seamless transition from English to Spanish. This clever musical choice exemplified Fender's ability to connect with diverse listeners, regardless of their native tongue. It's a testament to the power of music to transcend language barriers and touch hearts universally. Number 8. Rhinestone Cowboy. From bilingual ballads to glittering cowboys, 1975 was full of surprises. But what if we told you that one of the year's biggest hits was all about chasing dreams? In a rhinestone suit. This next song became an anthem for anyone with stars in their eyes. Enter Glenn Campbell, a country pop crossover star who'd already made a name for himself in the music industry. In May 1975, he released Rhinestone Cowboy, a song that would become his signature hit and a cultural touchstone. But why did this glitzy tune resonate with so many people? Rhinestone Cowboy captured the struggle and triumph of trying to make it big in the music industry. Its lyrics painted a vivid picture of a performer walking the streets of Los Angeles, dreaming of stardom. Campbell's smooth country style and ability to connect with a wide audience made the song relatable to anyone chasing their dreams, not just aspiring musicians. Number 9. Love Will Keep Us Together. As Campbell's Rhinestones faded from view, a new musical act was ready to steal the spotlight. What happens when you mix marital bliss with catchy piano riffs? The result was a Grammy-winning hit that dominated the airwaves for weeks. But here's the kicker. The song wasn't even originally theirs. How did this duo transform someone else's tune into their claim to fame? Enter Captain and Tennille, the husband and wife team who took 1975 by storm with their rendition of Love Will Keep Us Together. Originally penned by Neil Sedaka and Howard Greenfield, this catchy tune became the love anthem of the year, showcasing the duo's knack for connecting with audiences through upbeat melodies and positive lyrics. Daryl Dragon, the captain, and Tony Tennille's chemistry was undeniable, both on and off stage. Their performance style, marked by infectious energy and harmonious vocals, helped propel the song to the top of the charts. It wasn't just a flash in the pan either. Love Will Keep Us Together held the number 1 spot for an impressive 4 weeks. Number 10. Philadelphia Freedom. While Captain and Tennille were celebrating their Grammy win, another musical sensation was brewing across the pond. What happens when a flamboyant British rock star pens a tribute to an American sports icon? The answer lies in a star-spangled hit that would become an anthem for freedom and equality. Enter Elton John, the piano-playing powerhouse who dominated the 1970s music scene with his over-the-top performances and chart-topping hits. In 1975, he released Philadelphia Freedom, a song that would capture the hearts of Americans and solidify his status as a global superstar. But here's the twist. This patriotic tune wasn't just another catchy melody, it was actually written as a tribute to tennis legend Billie Jean King. John, a tennis enthusiast himself, crafted the song to honor King's trailblazing efforts in sports and her fight for gender equality. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. With America's bicentennial celebrations just around the corner, Philadelphia Freedom struck a chord with listeners, its soaring chorus and upbeat melody embodying the spirit of liberty and progress. The song's release coincided with a period of significant social change, making it more than just a hit. It became a cultural touchstone.